Continuation with the problems on Norton's and Thevenin's theorem. I'll be doing one examination problem, July 2015. July 2015. Is it okay, madam? Is it visible? Yeah. July 2015. July 2015, 8 marks question. Question is something like this. Obtain the current Ix by using Thevenin's theorem for the network shown in figure. See this, how he has given. Plus minus current source and plus minus. That is only variety, that's all. Same concept, 3 amps, 1 ohm, and 2 Ix, and this is your resistor, 2 ohm, this is your Ix, and 10 volts. The question is, find Ix using superposition theorem, using Thevenin's theorem, he said. So, this current, if you want to find out the current flowing through this one, first you make it open. If you want to use the Thevenin's theorem, make it open. So, therefore, what you should do? To find VTH. To find VTH. So, what you should rewrite the circuit diagram? Plus minus, let us call this terminals as AB. So, keep it open because Thevenin's theorem says that is the open circuit voltage. VTH is from this side. Generally, the circuit will be from this side. Don't think that this is seen from this side and all. Many times it may be from this side, if this side or this side also they will give it. So therefore, you know, no need to think of one side on this side. Why it is given from the top side doesn't make any difference. Only thing is, wherever if you want to apply the Thevenin's theorem, first you make where you want to find the current, you make it open, because to find out the VThevenin is the open circuit voltage seen from the load terminals. Now, I want to find out Ix through the 2 ohm resistor. This will become load. Therefore, you have to open there. Don't open here. Okay. So, therefore, what is that we have? Plus, minus. This is your VTA. So, now this is 1 ohm, 3 amps, 2 Ix. Okay, right. Now what you should do? Ix. So since it is open, what is your Ix? Ix is equal to 0. Ix is equal to 0. Ix is equal to 0. What will happen? Since it is open, Ix is equal to 0. This will become 0. This will become 0 because Ix is the current flowing through this one. Once I open this one, automatically Ix will become 0. Once Ix is 0, this is okay, right? Now what you should do? You have to apply the KVL. You have to find out the voltage. So now apply KVL here. This is one complicated problem. Carefully observe that. Loop current you mention I. And what is I? I is equal to 3 amps. No need to apply KVL here. We'll have to apply. So what is that we have? I is this side, 3 amps is this side. Therefore, from the network, what is that we have? From the network, I is equal to 3 amps. Now, I want to find out this voltage. B is the lowest, and you go from here to here. How will you go? You can go this way, but current source is there, you cannot go. We'll have to go this way. What is this one? Same direction. Okay, VTH is equal to same direction. Minus 1 into I. Next. Plus this one, 10. Plus 10. You will get. Right? Plus from here to here you should go, because this becomes 0 and I will be what? What is that? 1 amps, the 3 amps. So therefore, what is that? You can write it VTH is equal to minus 1 into 3 plus 10. How much is that? 7 volts. We should be very much careful while doing this kind of problems. VTH is 7 volts. Next, to find I Norton, because dependent source is there. To find out ZTH, what is that we have? ZTH is equal to VTH divided by I Norton whenever there is a dependent source. Therefore, what you should do? Make this one open, plus minus, and this is the current source. Here we have, and plus minus 2 Ix. Okay, this you short it, and this current I'll call it as IN. Okay, right. Now you apply loop currents I1, I2, and this will be I1 minus I2. Now we have super mesh. Common current source is common. Therefore, we have super mesh. Super mesh. Therefore, what is that? You can write it. I1 minus I2 is equal to minus, what is this value? 3 amps, minus 3. Opposite it is there. Next, KVL to super mesh. Okay, right. This is nothing but equal to. This is nothing but, this is your Ix, he said. Ix is nothing but equal to, what is this one? Ix is nothing but equal to IN, which is equal to I1. Because this is I1, this is Ix, this we call it as IN. So Ix is equal to IN is equal to I1. Now KVL, so therefore 2Ix, in terms of loop currents you write it. 2I1 I will write it. Because Ix is I1. In terms of loop currents, so that we can solve it easily. Don't keep it in terms of Ix or IN. So now what is that? You can write it. KVL to super mesh. KVL to super mesh. Start from this point. What is this value? 1 ohm. Okay, minus 1 into I2, minus 2I1. Next, plus 10 volts. Plus 10 volts is equal to 0. Therefore, minus 2I1 minus I2 is equal to minus 10. Minus 10. Minus gets cancelled. Call this as equation number 2 and call this as equation number 1. Tell me the values of I1 and I2. Two 2.33 ಬರ್ತಾ 5.33. One problem is there I have. Same 2.33 and 5.33. Okay, right, correct. So now what is that we should do? We got and therefore IN is equal to. Therefore IN is equal to what? IN is equal to I1 is equal to 2.33 amps. Okay, right. Next to third step is this is second step to find IN. Third step is to find ZTH, which is equal to VTH divided by I Norton, which is equal to VTH andre no 7 divided by I Norton andre 2.33. How much is that? No? 3 ohms ala. ZTH is equal to 3 ohms. Now fourth one, Thevenin's equivalent, and to find Ix. Okay, right. Now what is that we have? Thevenin's equivalent andre voltage source in series with the resistance. One more load. Okay, right. Now what is that we can write it? This is 3 ohms, this is 7 volts, and that is your VTH. This is ZTH. And now whatever here I want to find out Ix, no load. The load you reconnect it. The load is 2 ohms. I'll connect it 2 ohms. Apply loop current IL. You can call it as IL. IL is equal to what? Okay, right. Minus 3IL minus 2IL plus 7 is equal to 0. So therefore, minus 5IL is equal to minus 7. IL is equal to 7 by 5. Just type nodi madam. 1.4 amps. This IL or IX? As per the question paper, it is IX. It is 1.4 amps. Is correct answer. Okay, right? So we can do this kind of problems also. Another one interesting problem we have. The question is something like this. Let us move on to one more problem. ಎಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಟ ಚಾಕ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಡಸ್ಟರ್ ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇದ್ದ ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಸಾರಿ. Another interesting problem we have. Okay. Now, find the current through 16 ohm resistor. Find the current through 16 ohm resistor using Norton's theorem. The question is like this. Each one will be different. This is your IX, 6 ohms. And 0.8 IX, 10 ohms, 40 volts. Okay, right. Now what we have? Find IX. The question is find the current through 16 ohm resistor. That 16 ohm resistor is this one. 16 ohm resistor using Norton's theorem. Okay, right. How to do this problem? Now, if you want to find the current through 16 ohm resistor using Norton's theorem, you have to go for the V Thevenin, I Norton, Z Norton, all those things. So first you open that. So first step is what? To find VTH. I want to find the current through 16 ohm is make it open first. So therefore what you should do? Resistor. This is very interesting problem. Carefully observe that. 0.8 IX, 10 ohms, 6 ohms, and this is your VTH. Okay, right. So IX becomes 0. This is open circuited. IX is equal to 0. IX 0 means what? This is also open circuited. If this is open circuited, there is no current at all. So this whole thing become open circuit only. There is no current through this one. There is no current through this one. And no need to calculate anything. Directly, this voltage is nothing but equal to this voltage. Because there is no drop here, there is no drop here. Therefore, because this is open, IX is 0. This is a source which is depending upon this one. Since this is depending upon this one, this IX is equal to 0. Since it is open circuited, the same current, this IX will be 0. Therefore, this dependent source is depending upon this IX, and IX is 0. This is also 0. Once this is 0, whatever the voltage is there, no same voltage. There is no drop because there is no open circuit, no current flows. Here also no current flows. Whatever the voltage is there, same thing will be here. So therefore, VTH is equal to directly 40 volts. No need to apply any KVL. Directly we will get it. That is the speciality of this problem. Okay, right. Now, to find I Norton. So rewrite the circuit diagram with load shorted. This is your IN, 6 ohms, 10 ohms, 0.8 IX, 40 volts, and now this is IX. Okay, right. Now you apply the KVL. This is I1, this is I2, and this is I1 minus I2. There is a super mesh. The super mesh is here. Super mesh. Super mesh we have I1 minus I2. I1 minus I2 is equal to 0.8 Ix. 0.8 Ix. But Ix is equal to 0.8 Ix. Ix. But Ix is equal to I2. Ix is what? I2. So this is your I, what is that? This is your Ix, but this is your I2. So Ix is equal to I2. Substitute in this equation. I1 minus I2 minus 0.8 I2. Okay, transfer to left hand side. I1 minus 1.8 I2 is equal to 0. Transfer to this side, left hand side minus 0.8 I2, minus 1 minus 0.8 minus 1.8 I2. Call this as equation number 1. Now, KVL to super mesh. KVL to super mesh. KVL to super mesh. Start from this point. Minus 10 into I1, minus 10 into I1, minus 6 into I2, plus 40 is equal to 0. So therefore, minus 10 I1, minus 6 I2 is equal to minus 40. Call this as equation number 2. Solve for I1, I2, I3. I1 and I2 only. Okay, right. First one, what is that we have? 1 minus 1.8, 0, 10, 6, 40. Tell me what is the value of I1 and I2. I1 3 amps, I2 1.667, 3 amps, I1 3 amps, 1.667 amps you will get it. Therefore, IN is equal to, IN is what? I2 is equal to 1.667 amps. Okay, 1.666 will come, it is approximated at 1.667. Okay, next to find ZTH. Okay, third step. To find ZTH. ZTH is equal to VTH divided by I Norton whenever there is a dependent source. Dependent source is there. VTH and what is VTH? VTH is equal to 40. 40 divided by 1.667. How much is that? 24. 24 ohms. Now, to write, and what is the question? Question is using Norton's, he said, using Norton's. So, to write Norton's equivalent, fourth step. Norton's equivalent and to find Ix. Okay, right. Norton's equivalent is current source, one resistance parallel. This is okay. IN is 1.667, 1.667, and this resistance is 24. And load, what is the value of load? 16 ohms. You connect Ix. This is load, that is your 16 ohms. Okay, right. Now use the current divider rule and find out. So this you call it as Ix or IL, whatever it is. According to the problem, it is Ix. Ix is equal to total current 1.667 into resistance. The total current resistance is other branch. I want to find out the current in this one. Other branch is 24 divided by total resistance 24 plus 16. 40, yeah? Okay, right. Okay, 40. How much is that? Ix? 1 amps. Ix is 1 amps. That's how we should do it. So this is a question from one of the papers. Another same kind of problem with small twist. Okay, right. For the network shown in figure, find the current in 6 ohms using Thevenin's theorem. Okay, right. Six ohms, 2 Vx, 3 amps, 1 ohm, minus plus Vx, 18 volts. Like this it will be. Now, this is your I1. Sorry. First we should find out to find VTH. To find VTH. How will you find VTH? Minus plus 3 amps, 2 Vx, minus plus Vx, 1 ohm, 18 volts. Okay, so this is your VTH. Right, now you find out. Terminal A, B. Loop current, this is your I is equal to, there is no current here, so I is equal to what? Current flow I is flowing here, therefore it's I is equal to minus 3. I is equal to minus 3. Now, to find VTH is equal to, I can't go, I'll have to go from here to here. I can't go this way, I'll have to go this way only. So therefore, what is that we have? Minus to plus is plus 18. And same direction, minus I, minus 1 into I, minus to plus, plus 2 Vx. You'll have to consider this one. This is a voltage source. So minus to plus is 2 Vx. We can write it. So now what is Vx? Vx is nothing but equal to what? This voltage. So current is going from where to where? Lower potential to higher potential. It should go from where to where? Higher potential to lower potential. Therefore, you should have negative. Okay. So Vx is equal to minus of, what is that we have? V is equal to I into R. So if you are going negative, I into I is I into R. R is what? 1I. You will get it. Minus I, you will get it. Therefore, VTH is equal to 18 minus I plus 2 into minus I, which is equal to how much? Minus 3I. 18 minus 3I. VTH is equal to 18 minus 3 into I is how much? Minus 3. That is equal to what? 9. So it is equal to 27 volts. VTH is equal to 27 volts. Minus into minus plus. So 9 plus 18, 27 volts, we get it. So that is your VTH. Next, to find out I Norton, because dependent source is there. To find I Norton, how will you do? Minus plus, this is a short circuit current we need to find out. 2 Vx minus plus Vx. This is I1, this is I2, this is I1 minus I2, this is 3 amps, this is 18 volts. Okay, right, this is your IN. Okay, so how will you do that? Okay, right. How to do this? I1 minus I2, I1 minus I2 from the network, there is a super mesh. So here there is a super mesh because current source is common. Okay. Next, from the network I1 minus I2 is equal to minus 3. Call this as equation number 1. KVL to super mesh. KVL to super mesh. KVL to super mesh. How will you do that? So start from this point, and this resistance value is 1 ohm minus I1 plus 2 Vx. Come from here plus 18 is equal to 0. But what is Vx? Vx is equal to what? But Vx is equal to, current is going from where to where? Negative to positive. Negative to positive. Then what is that? You can write it. Negative to positive current is, so therefore we will get a negative sign. V is equal to I into R. I is what? I1. That means 1 I1 you will get it. Substitute in this equation. Minus I1 plus 2 into minus I1 plus 18 is equal to 0. Minus 2 minus 3 I1. Minus 3 I1 is equal to minus 18. Minus 3 I1 is equal to minus 18. Therefore, directly we will get the value itself. I1 is equal to 6 amps. I1 is equal to 6 amps, you will get it. Okay. So now substitute in this equation. I1 minus I2 is equal to minus 3. So minus I2 is equal to minus 3 minus I1. Minus I2 is, so make it all plus. I2 is equal to 3 plus 6. How much is that? 9 ohms, 9 amps. I2 is equal to 9 amps. So we got I2. Next, what is that you want? IN. IN is equal to, so this IN is nothing but I2 only, no? IN is equal to I2, which is equal to 9 amps. Third step, to find 1 minute. ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ? One minute. ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ? ಡಾಟಾ ಪ್ಯಾಕ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮುಗಿದಿತ್ತು? ಡಾಟಾ ಪ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮುಗಿದು ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ. 50 ನೆನ್ನೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ವಿಡಿಯೋ. ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ನಿಮ್ದು ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ನೋಡಿ. Okay, right. Now to find, sorry for the inconvenience. So to find ZTH or Norton's, what is that is said in the question? The question, find the Thevenin's voltage. Okay. Using Thevenin's theorem only, right? So now I'll write down the VTH plus minus in series with an impedance, and you connect the load. Okay, right. Thevenin's voltage is 27 volts, and the resistance is, sorry, oh, forgotten to write ZTH. You need to find out. Sorry, first you find out ZTH. To find ZTH is equal to VTH divided by I Norton. VTH is how much? 27. I Norton is 9. This is 3 ohms. Okay, fourth step, to write to write Thevenin's equivalent. Thevenin's equivalent and to find current in 6 ohms, I 6 ohms. Okay, right. How will you write that? Thevenin's plus minus load you connect. This is 27 volts VTH. The ZTH is 3 ohms and the load resistance is 6 ohms. Now you find out this IL. Okay, IL is I 6 ohms minus 3 IL minus 6 IL plus 27 is equal to 0. Minus 9 IL is equal to minus 27. This is 3. So IL is equal to, that is I 6 ohms is equal to 3 amps. That's how we should do it. Right? So this kind of problems we have seen in many papers. Okay, right. Another problem. Just the position of the load is changed now. That's all. Same method. This is also an examination problem from one of the old papers. Okay, right. Sorry. A, B, 30 ohms, 5 amps, 15 ohms, plus minus Vx. This is Vx by 3, 10 ohms, 150 volts. Calculate the Thevenin's equivalent circuit across the terminal AB as shown in the figure. Nothing special in this problem. Only thing is the open circuit is given this side. Doesn't matter. Okay, right? So this side only VTH we should find out. And don't try to convert this into current source in parallel with the resistance into voltage source. Is it okay, madam? 1 minute, 1 minute. Mobile ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿಲ್ವಾ? ವೈಫೈ ಏನಾದ್ರು ವೀಕ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ. ನಮ್ದು ವೈಫೈ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? Okay, 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 right. Sorry. So now first step is to find VTH. To find VTH. Right. Now what we should do is, we should not convert this one. The reason is because Vx is the voltage across this one. So when it converts into voltage source, it becomes problem. So keep it as it is. Write down the loop current I1 and this one you write it as I2. Okay, right. So this current is I1 minus I2. Okay, right. Now what is that we have? I1 minus I2. KVL. So current source is in the perimeter. Therefore, I1 is equal to minus 5. I1 is equal to minus 5 amps. Because current source is in the opposite, current is in the opposite to this one, right? Therefore, minus 5. Now KVL to this one. KVL to loop 2. What will you get? Start from this point. Plus to minus 150 minus 10 into I2 minus Vx by 3 plus 15 into I1 minus I2 is equal to 0. But what is Vx? But Vx is equal to this voltage. This voltage current is going from where to where? Lower potential to higher potential. It should go from where to where? Higher to lower. Therefore, it should be negative. Negative 15 into I1 minus I2. Substitute in this equation. Minus 150 minus 10 I2 by 3. Minus Vx is what? Minus 15 into I1 minus I2 plus 15 into I1 minus I2. Okay, right. Minus of minus is plus. Okay, right. Now what is that we have? 15 by 3, 5 times. So 5 I1 minus I2, 15 I1 minus I2, 20 I1 minus I2. 150 is equal to 0. Minus 150 minus 10 I2 plus 20 I1 minus I2 is equal to 0. 20 I1 minus 20 minus 10 minus 30 I2 is equal to 150. Call this as equation number 2. Okay, you can solve it or you can substitute directly. Okay, substitute, and you can do it in calculator also. Substitute for I1. Substitute for I1. 20 into minus 5 minus 30 I2 is equal to 150. So this is nothing but what? Minus 30 I2. So minus 100. Transfer to right hand side plus 100. 150 plus 100. Which is equal to I2 is equal to 150, 250 divided by 30. I2 is equal to 8.33 amps. Minus, no? Minus 8.33 amps. That is your I2. Now, what is VTH? VTH is equal to, I can go this way, or you can go, the easiest way is this one. So plus 15 into VTH, I'll have to go from here to here. 15 into I1 minus I2. 15 into I1 minus I2. This is open, no current will flow. So therefore 15 into I1 is minus 5 minus I2 minus 8.33. Minus of minus plus 8.33 minus 5 into 15. 8.33 minus 5 into 15. ಇಲ್ಲ ತಪ್ಪು ಬಂದಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ. Vx ಏನು ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, 15 ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಲ್ಲ. I1 ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತು? I1 minus 5. I2 ಇಲ್ಲ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿದೆ. 20 I1 10 ohms ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನಾ, 150 volts, 30 ohms, 15 ohms. Okay, what is that? Minus 150 minus 10 I2 minus Vx by 3 plus 15 I1. Correct ಆಗಿದೆ. Somewhere we did mistake. Vx is equal to, okay, Vx is equal to 15 into, oh, this is wrong, right? Sorry, here we did mistake. Look here, this is plus, this is minus. Current is going from higher potential to lower potential. Therefore, direction of the current is correct. Since the direction of the current is correct, means what is that we have? Current is, the value of the Vx is plus 15 into I1 minus I2. So therefore, that mistake is there. So therefore, what is that we have? Minus 150 minus of, this is your plus 15 into, okay, right. So therefore, minus 5 into I1 minus I2 plus 15 into I1 minus I2. Therefore, you will get 10 into I1 minus I2, you will get plus 10 into, okay, right. So therefore, what will you get? I1, 10 I1, this is 10 I1, sorry, 10 I1, I2 minus 10 minus 20 I2 is equal to 150. Substitute for I1. I1 is equal to minus 5. 20 into minus 5. Sorry, 10 into minus 5. That is nothing but equal to what? Minus 30 I2. So 50. This minus 10, minus 50. This is plus 50. And this will become 200. That will be your minus 10 amps. Sorry. This is what? It is not 30. You check it out. This is, what is that? 20 now. This is 20. So therefore, this is 20. So this will be what? 10 amps, huh? Yeah, minus 10 amps, right? Minus 10 amps. So therefore, what will you get? I1 minus I2. I2 is what? Minus 10. And this minus gets cancelled. What will you get? 10. So this is 10 minus 5, 5. 5 into 15, 75, 75 volts VTH. Okay. The mistake was this one. Higher potential to correct direction. Therefore, we should take plus. Now, so we got VTH. Next, we'll have to find out I Norton. To find I Norton. How will you do that? Norton's current is equal to plus minus Vx by 3. And this is 10 ohms, 150 volts, 15 ohms, plus minus Vx. And this is 5 amps. And this is 30 ohms. And this is short circuited. That is your IN. Now apply KVL. This is your I1, I2, I3. This is I1 minus I2, super mesh. From the network, what is that we have? I1 minus I2 is what? 5 amps. I1 minus I2 is 5. KVL to super mesh. If you are applying KVL to super mesh, start from this point. Minus 30 into I1. Minus this current is I2 minus I3. Minus 15 into I2 minus I3. That's all. Only 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, minus 30 I1 minus 15 I2 plus 15 I3 is equal to 0. Call this as equation number 1. Call this as equation number 2. Next to KVL to loop 3. KVL to loop 3. Start from this point. Minus 150 minus 10 into I3 plus to minus is minus Vx by 3 plus 15 into I2 minus I3. Okay, right. Now you simplify that. Okay, right. What is Vx? Vx is equal to what? Vx is nothing but, this is your Vx. Current is going from higher potential to 15 into I2 minus I3. Vx is 15 into I2 minus I3. Don't take that earlier one. Now this is different circuit. 15 into I2 minus I3. Therefore, minus 150 minus 15 into I2 minus I3 divided by 3 plus 15 into I2 minus I3. So therefore, what is that we have? So this is minus 5 plus 15 I2 minus I3 minus 5 I2 minus I3. Therefore, you will get it as minus 150 plus 10 I2 minus I3 is equal to 0. So therefore, what is that you can get? 10 I2 minus 10 I3 is equal to 150. Call this as equation number 3. Now you go for the matrix. Thevenin's voltage, you remember, 75 volts. Okay, right. Equation number 1, matrix. I1, I2, I3. Okay, what are the coefficients of I1, I2, I3? First one, 1, minus 1, 0. Right hand side is 5. Second one, minus 30, minus 15, plus 15, 0. Third one, 0, 10, minus 10, 150. I1, I2, I3. Tell me now. ತಪ್ಪಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲೇನೋ ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನೋ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. I1 minus I2. I1 minus I2 is 5 ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಥರ್ಡ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ 10 I2 minus 20 I3. ಓ ತಪ್ಪಾಯ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ? ಓಕೆ, KVL ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ನೋಡಿ. minus 150 minus 10 I3. Sorry, minus 150 minus 10 I3 minus Vx by 3. That's all, right? Minus Vx by 3. That's all, no? What is that? 15 I2 plus I3? Okay, loop 3, no? Okay, plus 15 I2 minus I3. Correct ಆಗಿದೆ. Okay, minus 150 minus 10 I3 ಬರ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನಿಲ್ಲಿ. ಸಾರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. 1 minute. What is that we have? Vx is equal to 15 minus 150. I left out that. Minus 150 minus 10 I3 ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. minus 10 I3 minus Vx ಅಂದ್ರೆ 15 into I2 minus I3 divided by 3 ಆಮೇಲೆ plus 15. Yes, you are right. ಈಗ ಸರಿ ಆಯ್ತು. is equal to 0. Now what is that we can write it? This is nothing but what? Minus 5. So minus 150 minus 10 I3. 15 minus 5 ಅಂದ್ರೆ plus 10 into I2 minus I3 is equal to 0. So now 10 I2 ಯಾವುದು? ಇಲ್ಲ, 15 I2 minus I3 minus 5 I2 minus I3 plus 10 I2 minus I3. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ? So 10 I2 minus 10 minus 20 I3 is equal to 150. Call this as equation number 3. ಈ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. 0 ಇದು 10 ಇದು ದಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್. ಇದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. I1 I2 I3 ನೋಡಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. minus 2 minus 7 minus 11 amps. I Norton is equal to what? I Norton is this one. Okay, right. I Norton is minus I. See, I Norton is this side, I said, but it is going in the opposite direction. Minus I1, which is equal to 2 amps. Minus of minus 2 amps, which is equal to 2 amps. Next, to find what is that? ZTH. Third step. ZTH is equal to VTH divided by I Norton. VTH is how much? VTH 27 volts, huh? 27 volts, I think so. VTH is 27 volts, if I am right. No, 75. 75 volts VTH. I Norton is 2 amps. Here only it is there. 37.5 volts. So last step, fourth step, Thevenin's equivalent. Thevenin's equivalent is a voltage source in series with a resistance. Okay. Okay. ZTH is how much? 37.5 ohms. And VTH is what? 75 volts. This is the Thevenin's equivalent, right? So this completes Thevenin's and Norton's theorem. In the next class, I will be starting with the Millman's theorem. That is one of the easiest theorem. I'll continue in the next class.